Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. Welcome to Daily Code Challenges. I'm so excited to be here and I'm also excited having you around. All right, today we have a challenge to work similar to what we had yesterday. So yesterday, here is what we had yesterday. We had sum array, right? So here we wrote a function that could help us sum every numbers present in an array. But today, we are not going to be summing every number in an array. We are simply going to be multiplying every number in an array. So this is what we have. Products with reduce. All right. So here, let's simply just name it product arrays or product array, right? Okay. I zoom in. I close the 39 yesterday's task. All right, so this is what we have for today. It says write a function product with reduce that takes in an array of numbers. The function should return the total product of multiplying all numbers of the array together. You can assume that numbers will not be an empty array, right? You can assume that nums will not be an empty array, whereby this nums here is simply the parameter, right, which represents the array argument. All right, so how do we solve this? What we want to do here is we want to multiply every number in this array. So we are going to multiply 10 times 3, that's 30. 30 times 5, that gives us 150. 150 times 2 gives us 300. Here we have 4 times 3, 12. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to at first assign a value, right, to a variable name, and that value is going to be 1. So that one is what we use to multiply this, and then we multiply every numbers in this array, right? Here is what I mean. So let's take out this your code here. Let's begin by writing the function keyword, and I choose the autocomplete. So the function name is called products with reduce, and then let's change params to array. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we need to look through every of these numbers, right? So here we are going to be using the for loop. You say for, I choose the autocomplete and I change index variable name to I. Also, I take out this line of code since we don't need it. So here is what we have. Let I equals to 0, meaning we are going to be starting the array from the first value, and we move through until the last value in steps of 1, right? So that's what this means. Here we need to use 1, right? You need to declare a variable and set it to 1. That variable is going to multiply each value in this array. So that is going to be 1 times 10 times 3 times 5 times 2. So here is what I mean. Before we do that, let's declare the variable name. Let's use a let. But let's say let's call this product of numbers. Let's call it nums product equals 1. In yesterday's task, if you recall, here we call this part num sum, and we set it to 0 here. But here we are not going to be setting this to 0 because we are dealing with product. But when we multiply anything by 0, it gives us 0. So this 0 here will not make sense. Rather, we use 1. You will get to see why in a moment. So the next we want to do is we want to use this num product to multiply every iteration we have, right? So that means we say nums product times array I. So what this means is that we have 1 times the first item, which is 10, right? So the result of this, we assign it to nums product. So this means that 1 times 10, which is array I here, that's 10, is assigned to nums product, which gets updated here. Nums product is now 10, right? So it comes back because we are moving an array, we are iterating. So this nums product now is now 10. This becomes 10 times the next item, which is 3, that's 30. The 30 is set to this variable called nums product, which is updated here. So nums product is now 30. Nums product comes here as 30. 30 times the next item here is 5. That's 30 times 5. And the result, which is 150, is set to nums product, which gets updated here, 150. Nums product is now 150. We say nums product times the last item, which is 2. That's 150 times 2, we have 300. 300 is set to nums product and gets updated here. So nums product is equal to 300, right? You can see why we used let here, not const. If we had used const here, nums product would not have been able to change its values, right? Because that's the way it's defined in JavaScript. Because we've already said const, that's a constant value. That's why we have to use let. Let allows for varying values, right? All right. So after doing this, we need to return the final result we have. That's nums product. We say return nums product. So we save this code and let's run to see if we get this. All right, let's run this. Okay, so we can see we have 300 and also we have 12, right? So let's also try some other arrays. Let's copy this and let's change the values in the array. Let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's save this and let's run. So we have 300, we have 12, we have 120. So we change this to 120. All right, so this is it. And also we can put line 10, we can write it in a shorter form, right? You can just remove this part here and then put a product here. So this is a short form of what we had there initially. Then we save this and let's ensure we have the same results. Okay, all right, we have the same result. We have 312 and 120. All right, friends, with this, we've been able to implement the function to help us to multiply every values in an array, right? Like I always say, there are so many ways to achieve something, right? So if you found any better way to write or to implement this code, you can, and please share in the comment section. I would love to really read your code, right? And if you found this video interesting and valuable, please like it, subscribe to my channel Dev with Excel, and also turn on the notification so that whenever new videos come in, you get notified. All right, thanks for joining me today, and thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and have a nice time. Bye.